Hello again everybody, Genghis here of course, and today we're following around the Dutchmen from Omni, one of my favorite platoon mates if I'm honest, on Highway. The beginning of this game is a bit slow, but I promise you, if you watch it till the end, it's rather epic. Anyway, matchmaking is very good for him. There is only 5 tier 7s per team. And yeah, same amount of tier 6s and 5s more or less, with a couple of scouts mixed in. There's only one RT, and it's tier 6 RTs, and in the low tiers RTs are, in my experience, not as devastating as they are at tier 10 or 9 or 8, I guess. That's when RT really starts to hurt, especially also as the games are a lot slower. So he goes up here at the beginning. He hopes his team will spot something and he can snipe, which is a really nice move, even if this is less powerful than before the map got remade a couple patches ago. But well, I guess it's not to be. No enemies pop there. So yeah, he sees that T-49 spotted. He wants to move into draw range. T-49 gets unspotted, but yeah, gets spotted again. Half aimed shot takes him out. Yeah, you know. He tries to hunt for a shot on this KV-1 or T-150, but they are both behind the ridgeline. So he decides to help his platoon mate, who is in a stock T-29 in the city, along with some other tanks. So yeah, enough times 2 speed, I guess. He is looking for someone who might be pushing along this side, covering the flank of T-29, but it doesn't happen until now, where the T-150 gets spotted, but he just ignores him. So there's a KV-1S there, and the KV-1S is one of the few tanks at tier 6 which can reliably penetrate, or kind of reliably penetrate the Su-122-44. So he doesn't really want to trade shots with him. Yeah. He gets spotted there, just pulls back. He does a nice job of angling his armor. The KV-1S ends up shooting. So he goes out, puts one into him, both tracking him and setting him on fire. A bit lucky there. KV-1S puts out his fire, but the rate of fire is just so good on this tank that he manages to take him out before he can even get into cover. Suddenly there's an Su-122-44 behind them. And yeah, IS-2, T-29 and him both put a shot into him and managed to take him out. Now the enemy's best player, their KV-2, is, you know, in front of them, which was behind them a second ago, but in front of them 2 minutes ago, if you know what I mean. And that's another tank he doesn't want to get hit by, especially if he's shooting heat. He could take away all the health that Dutchman has in basically one shot. But he's actually shooting high explosive, because otherwise he would have done more damage, or less damage, or no damage really, to that T-29. The KV-2 has an, yeah, rather impressively long reload. He's thinking about going at him, but then the T-150 is on his side and he can't allow to have a T-150 shooting aside constantly. He gets kind of lucky there, getting another fire off and taking him out. Now, yeah, they're getting flanked by a lot of tanks. This is not looking too good. He plays a bit not very team play wise, letting the KV-1S take the shot from the KV-2. But now the KV-2 is reloading and there's really no way he can win this. He takes him out. Turns around, bounces a shot off the VK. The armor on the Su-122 is really good for tank destroyer at tier 7 with this kind of mobility and that kind of gun. It's really an awesome combination of everything you wanna have. Even if the armor could be a bit more reliable sometimes, because it's around 170mm effective armor. But if you manage to angle it, it goes up a bit more. And if you manage to use a gun depression, the armor can become extraordinarily strong. So there's this Hellcat here. He does a very good job here of blocking the Hellcat so it's not able to circle him, and it takes him out with a beautiful ammo rack there. Now, they have 2 tanks left, well, him and RT and the VK. The enemy team still has 5 tanks, out of which one is a scout and one is an RT, but the other 3 are all tier 7s. So, woof, it's looking rather bad, especially as the VKM just died. And now the RT is probably going to be taken out by that E25 in a couple seconds. However, luckily for him, he's still more or less at least full life, having only lost 24 HP in the course of the game. So he sees E25 over there. Goes at him. Takes a snapshot which sadly misses. Angles his armor really well, which as you can see gets E25 to bounce. Hits him the next time. And now he does a really good decision of killing the Stuart before going at E25. There you go. Because the Stuart can circle him, possibly, which would really be a nuisance, while E25 should be easily taken out. He manages to get a nice shot into him and has he only took 130 damage there, taking out basically full life E25 and Scout. He loads APCR now, which makes completely sense because the A44 and Tiger P both have rather good armor. One of the two enemy tanks, probably the A44, is capping right now. And here he makes a really smart move. He knows he's still got 42 seconds left before he has to decap. So he decides to go around, come from a less predicted position, or side, and also putting some more distance between himself and the Tiger P, who is more probable to be in this area than in this area. The A44 is there, but he's mainly hold down and stuff, and managed to get into cover before Dutchman can even aim in, and suddenly the Tiger P appears. He aims his shot, more or less, but bounces anyway. Tiger P tracks him. He decides to repair. He really wants to take out the Tiger P, but Tiger P is in a rather good position, being held down at 350 meters, which... well, the issue with this tank is basically the aim time and the accuracy. Everything else is basically very good to epic, but all the view range is bad too. So he just decides to ignore him. He wants to take out the A44 first. And yeah, Tiger P is still in the back. He waits until he's unspotted to make it harder for the Tiger P to shoot him. Gets across. The A44 tries to shoot him, but then sees he's not really going to manage. Dutchman does a really good move here, just destroying the building to get at the A44, even if his driving was a bit meh. And you can just see how good his mobility is, yeah. A44 had no chance of flanking him. Okay, he was driving backwards there, but even driving forward. And look at his rate of fire, it's 390 damage every 6.6 seconds. With his setup, which as far as I know is rammer, vents, and brothers in arms. So yeah, very very nice job there. He's now up to 11 kills. There's only the Archie left. We're gonna speed it up a bit. Chat is rather typical wargame. No, World of Tanks chat, not wargame chat. World of Tanks chat. Raging a bit of about everything and stuff, but whatever. They're calling him a premium cheater, but he shot much more AP than premium this game. Let's have a look at the post-game stats real quick. Sorry for the black screen, and here we go. So he got a rather unsurprising ace tanker there. He got a crucial contribution on his own. He did 12 kills, just to point that out. This is probably one of the first one-man crucial contribution I've ever seen. Especially at tier 7. You know, it's not like tier 1 or something. He also gets a pool medal, of course, for getting more than 10 enemies, which is enormous. A high caliber, a top gun, of course. If you get a pool, you get a top gun. And a Kurobanov, one other of the most rare awards in World of Tanks. Like, Kurobanov and Pool's medals are rarities, to be honest. He ended up doing 12 kills out of the 15 that were possible to be done, doing 4,399 damage, and getting 1,811 raw experience. Yeah, he ended up driving 3.74 kilometers. He shot 19 shots, out of which 17 hit and 16 penetrated. At tier 7, or in a tier 7 game, the penetration of this tank is really more than enough to go through more or less everything except Tiger Ps and T29s, which are hold down, more or less. He earned 113, or even nearly 114,000 raw credits, out of which 76,000 actually were net earnings. Ammunition on this tank is very expensive, costing 1,000 per AP shot and a lot more even for the 4 APCR shots he fired in this game. And he ended up getting nearly 6,000 experience in a double with premium account and with a small bonus But still, that's just a massive record. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In case you did, please don't forget to like and share my channel. Check out my Twitch stream, link in the channel description as always. And yeah, comment if you liked this video, of course. See you next time, and bye.